All right, so here we go. Let's play this. Let's put this up on the screen and see if it plays. All right. I already hate it.
I'm definitely a perfectionist, so if everything is going really, really well, but maybe one thing is not, that's all I focus on. I believe that perfection is not a real thing, but the pursuit.
Wait, what?
He sounds fun already, though, doesn't he?
What did he say?
I believe perfection is not a real thing, and if things aren't perfect, all I focus on is the thing that isn't perfect.
Perfect. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I think
no, he sounds fun. We should definitely be friends.
Yeah.
That sounds great.
Pursuit of perfection certainly is. When I started kombucha,
he looks like somebody took fucking Zuckerberg and made an evil twin. That's what he looks like. Zuckerberg's evil twin.
Weird.
He looks so made out of plastic.
Holy shit, he looks fucking weird. Whoa, when he opened his eyes more, it got worse. How is that even possible?
Yeah, man, he's an android, dude. This is scary.
He's super uncanny valley, man. He looks like a drawing of what people would look like. You know? Holy shit.
I believe that kombucha would not be where it is if it wasn't for those humble beginnings that I experienced in the 90s. And over the 25 years that I've been making raw kombucha, we really have paved the way. You actually feel like the world is on your shoulders. It's rare that I feel that I am on top of the world.
I think it's what's in the bottom of a kombucha bottle. I think he carries that around with him.
What is he holding?
I think it's a bunny.
It's a rabbit, I think.
Is that?
It's a rabbit. Baby bunny. Oh, that is.
I am a creative person.
Holy shit.
And I am not your typical entrepreneur. I'm not your typical businessman. I see the world through a very different lens. I believe when you color outside the lines, you really give yourself
There's no color in your house. What do you mean color outside the lines? You're in a fucking monochromatic white and black home.
He's in fucking Take On Me the video. Like, get the fuck out of here. Are you kidding me? There's going to be a guy with a wrench that's going to come around a corner and hit you in a minute.
I would love nothing more, Cecil, than to bring all 4 of my kids and a fucking box of crayons to his house. They would fucking ruin that place in an hour. 1 hour. They draw on his bunny.
They would fuck that bunny up.
And to celebrate that difference. There's only
Can you cut a
one cook in
lemon
this kitchen.
slower?
I was raised in Bel Air,
ominous?
went to private school in Beverly Hills. My parents, at a very early age in my life, took me to India to see a holy man named Sai Baba. Through that journey, I was exposed to more of a Eastern way of living and thinking, and then subsequently eating. It was certainly the polar opposite.
He wears a lot of makeup.
So much makeup, Cecil.
It's
so
really
much.
I will say that his hair fade's pretty spot on, though. I will say he's got a good barber. He's got a good hair fade there.
It's the lips I can't get over.
Yeah,
I'm staring at those smackers.
Man. Of being in Los Angeles, where everything is about physical appearance and materialistic things. It was more about your purpose, what contribution you're making in the world.
Yeah, he clearly rejected that ideology.
Yeah, he threw that right out, guys. This is a very modest way to live.
My parents believed that food could be your medicine as well as your poison.
Oh, so
it was in the early 90s that a friend turned them on to a kombucha culture. And then they started to share it with friends and family, and then I started to notice that people loved it, but then would always come back and be like,
why are you showing it up close?
I know.
It's so gross.
That looks like what's in the like it looks like fucking in vitro fertilization that you're showing me.
Jesus Christ.
Some weird shit.
I've literally, every shit I've ever taken has looked better than that. Like, if I shit and it looked like that, I would call an ambulance. Are you kidding me? That's horrifying. I wouldn't want to eat that.
Exactly, right? You have to slurp it up. Like, you gotta slurp it.
Jesus.
How about I just buy it from you guys? And that was the first kind of cue that kombucha was very special, and that although people didn't really know what it was, they were really gravitating to it. And then the second is when my mother was diagnosed with breast cancer. And then it helped my mother, and that was just like...
Oh, did it?
The clouds parted, and I had this like vision of this needs to be shared with the world.
What a waste of a refrigerator.
That's what I decided to do.
Oh.
Oh my God.
And then from there, it just grew. The positive word of mouth,
I
the
put it in my
love
car
and
now.
affinity that people started to have for what kombucha is and what it represents became the driving force within it.
Powers my Lamborghini.
There are times where it feels lonely, where health and wellness has become quite the gold rush, that you have a lot of people.
Okay, pause it real quick.
And come.
Pause it. Cecil, how the fuck do you get biceps like that without forearms? He has skinny forearms
He's got fucking ripped biceps,
and
though.
huge biceps.
He's got fucking big biceps.
How in the fuck do you do that? You have
You have someone hold the weight for you, but you still curl it somehow.
right.
I don't know.
How do you do that? I literally don't even know why or how.
Someone said implants.
It's gotta be. It's gotta be because he's got skinny little forearms and he's got huge guns.
Maybe he's like those synthol guys. He's shooting kombucha into his
There you
biceps.
go. He's shooting that weird goopy shit in the bottom of the bottle.
Companies entering the space with one purpose only, and that's to make a lot of money. And they'll cut corners, they'll disparage you, they'll step on you,
Jesus,
they'll demonize you.
They'll ruin your
do all
contouring.
these things to advance themselves.
God.
And they do leave the industry and the category pretty damaged. So what unfortunately is happening currently in the market is you're seeing kombucha trying to become a new age soda, which is just a sparkling, flavored something. And
That's already
as long as
what
I'm
it
alive-
is.
What it
But
is.
it's got boogers in it.
Yes. It's booger soda. Like, what are
booger
you
soda.
talking about?
What are you talking? It doesn't cure cancer. If I can buy it in a glass bottle at Mariano's, it's not curing cancer, asshole.
Kyle says he looks like bad CGI. 100%. He looks like a fucking bad graphic from a PS4 game.
Yeah, he does.
100%.
He looks super weird.
I'm going to fight that with every fiber in my being because kombucha is the opposite of that.
What's the opposite? It's
It's
not a
frustrating.
drink.
It's kind of like
dry.
watching
What are you
a
talking about?
world that you
Kombucha is
created
the opposite of that. It's a
slowly
bag
catch
of sand.
Yeah, it's a bag of sand.
on
Feels like a
fire.
boob.
And you're just hoping that it's not going to just torch everything. But it does keep me up at night, I must admit.
Jesus Christ. That guy looks like a ventriloquist dummy.
What the fuck?
I already hate this, Ian. Thank you for showing
Thanks,
me
man.
that.
Now I want
appreciate
to
it.
find
My
out what
pleasure.
kombucha company he owns to
Thanks,
make sure that I
Ian.
never buy that.